Welcome to the orientation walkthrough part 2. This is called IBO Dream Planning Checklist. Now, before we begin, make sure you've got this checklist pulled up on your computer. And again, it is a writable, so you'll be able to just check those off. And maybe if you want to, you can actually print it out. This checklist is to help you create the specific plan for your provision business so you reach your dreams, and we're all here to help you do that. We want to complete this entire checklist within the next couple of days. Take your time, go at your pace. The reason I say a couple of days, there are some worksheets you need to fill out, and you may want to take some time to think through those. Also, what we're wanting to do here is find your dream. And then once we found your dream, we want to fill out and then go through the micro business plan that'll keep us focused toward attaining that dream. Now, this is the longest, it's the most important of the 3 orientation checklists that we'll be using. We want to go at your pace so you feel confident about every part of it. That means you can stop this video, work on some of the forms that we'll be sharing with you, and then turn it back on as you desire. At your pace so you feel confident about every part of it. That means you can stop this video, work on some of the forms that we'll be sharing with you, and then turn it back on as you desire. So again, I'm going from an outline that you will actually learn how to use when you enroll people so that we don't miss any of the most important things. Now, I want you to know that you are not alone. You will not be building this business by yourself. Not only will I be helping you, but every IBO leader as well as corporate will be available when needed. This is about community and a team effort. So let's get started with your checklist. Okay, let's get started. You should be looking at Orientation Walkthrough Part 2, IBO Dream Planning Session. As you go down the list, you can, of course, just check the boxes. You're not alone, so you would check this if you believe that and you understand that you will not be alone in building your provision business. So just check that. Number 2, you have received your Dream Again form. Let's look at that right now. On this form, there are some ideas just to spark your thinking. You know, what are the dreams you have? Do you have dreams about having freedom for your family time? And again, these are all writable, so you can type in here if you're on your computer. Do you need a car? Maybe you want to do something with your house, upgrade, buy some new furniture, education for your kids, maybe for yourself. Maybe you want to develop some new skills. Do you want to travel? Take a vacation, maybe do some mission work, go see the world, take a cruise, something like that. And then, of course, anything else that you can think of that you might like to do. Maybe it's none of those categories, that's fine. Take your time and do this. So I want you to shut off the video right now and go through this, take as much time as you want, and then come back to the video and fill this out. I mean, really think about it. Take your time. Okay, welcome back. And now we're going to continue on with you've received your Dream Again form and filled it out. You've written down the dream that you'd like to fulfill. Let me ask you a question. Who would you like to do that with? Write that down as well. Also, when your dream is completed, what do you think that will feel like? You can write that right here, or you can write it on your form. And then, will you need more money beyond what you have right now to reach your dream? Yes or no? You can put an X there on either one of those. So this is something you need to think through. Think about how much it will cost. You may need to go and check that out. You may need to do some research to find out what it will actually cost, because you want to put down what you think you will need above what you already have financially to make that dream easy to do. Okay, so take your time with this. If you need to shut the video off again, that's fine. You really want to have an educated ballpark figure here. So go ahead, shut this off, do some research if you need to, and then come on back. Welcome back. Now, let's take a look at Module 1, Enjoying Your Dream. This is a disclaimer that we have to read to you, so I'm going to read it out loud right now. Provision Global income earnings are based solely on the sale of products. Success is dependent upon the applied commitment, skill, and leadership of each participant. Since the compensation plan has recently launched, it lacks enough statistical data to compare reliable income disclosures. Some participants will earn less, while others will earn much more. As with all endeavors, hard work and the time you dedicate impacts outcomes. Results may vary due to hard work and determination. So now that you've read that, here, let's put down again the income that you feel you need for your goals, whatever you decided that is. You can just type it in here, or if you got it printed out, write it down. What is the builder position that you chose? Was it legacy? Was it team builder? Or was it affiliate? Just write that in. You can fill that in right there. Here's something you need to understand, that each builder position uses a math formula to calculate how many customers, which includes IBOs, are needed to purchase how many products to reach your desired income. Okay, I want to make sure you understand that. We're going to go over that in detail. We also want you to understand that you don't need to memorize the formulas. They simply are to give you an idea of what's required, and that there are videos that will give you all the details. So we want you to completely understand this. So we're going to go over these in detail in just a moment. All right, so you can check that. So reaching your dreams income with the affiliate builder income formula is as follows. Every time one of your customers purchases 2 GSH or 1 energy, you can earn up to $20, which is 20% of the purchase. If you divide your desired income by $20, you will get the number of customers needed purchasing either 2 GSH or 1 energy. The example is, if you want to earn $300 of income, you divide that by 20, that equals 15 customers purchasing 2 GSH or 1 energy, which is $100. Okay, that's all there is to it. So if you know what you want to earn, you know how many people you need buying 2 GSH or 1 energy. It's that simple. So let's put in your income right here. What was the income you came up with? Put that in there, divide that by 20. That tells you exactly how many customers you will need, including IBOs in your organization, buying at least 2 GSH or 1 energy every month. It is that simple. That's the only formula you need to know if you're doing the affiliate builder. Now, let's look at the team builder. This is a little bit different. With the team builder, you want to reach your income by building 2 teams. You can see here we have a left team and a right team. When you enroll people into your, whether a customer or an IBO, they're going to be on your right team or your left team, one of those. So if you look at the yellow, let's say the yellow are the people that you're sponsoring. You sponsor 1 on your left and 1 on your right, 1 on your left, 1 on your right. Each of these 4 people do the same thing. So the yellow would enroll the green, and then the green would enroll the purple. So you have 3 levels from you. You have people you enrolled, and then they enrolled. And everyone follows this 4-4-4 plan. If everyone does this, the entire compensation plan of Provizion Global opens up to you. So we just want to make sure that you understand that this is the plan we're following. This is the 4-4-4 plan that we follow. And you will build 2 teams of IBOs with the goal of everyone buying 2 GSH or 1 energy box per month. So check that for the next. So you will earn 10% of the paid team sales volume each week. So let's have an example. If you have $10,000 in your pay team times 10%, you earned $1,000. Now, which is the pay team? The pay team is going to be whichever one of these teams has the least amount of product sales in any given week, and then you'll get paid 10% of that. Now, this is the simple math. If you simply remove 1 0 from your dreams income, that will equal the number of IBOs buying 2 GSH or 1 energy per month. So this is what that looks like. Here's the example. 1,000, they want to earn $1,000. You take off 1 0, that means you have to have 100 IBOs on each team, on your right team and your left team, buying 2 GSH or 1 energy per month. So if your income is, put in your income right here, then take off 10, and that'll be the number of IBOs per team on your right and on your left, buying 2 GSH or 1 energy per month. It's that simple. So it isn't about having to think, oh, I've got to enroll thousands of people. You're only enrolling 4, then they get 4, then they get 4, then they get 4. And we'll look at that in depth when we go into the legacy. So that's all there is to it. You just have to realize how many people you need to build. But remember, you're only signing up 4 people. Then we'll help everybody else sign up their 4 people. Now, reaching your dreams income with the legacy builder income formula is basically the same. It just goes a little deeper into that 444. So let's look at that. So here we are. This is your right team and your left team. Now we've gone down 5 levels. You have enrolled the yellow, they've enrolled the green, who enrolled the purple, the red, and then the yellow again. When you do this, when you fill this out 5 levels deep, you have 682 on your left and 682 on your right. That's how it works. And your upline will help you. I will help you as the lead IBO as much as I can to build this 5 levels deep. There is no limit as to how deep you can go. Now that equals 1,364 IBOs. That's in a perfect world. That'll take some time, but it can be done. So your legacy builder plan is based on all these IBOs in both teams, right and left, sponsoring at least 4 committed IBOs who want to earn no less than $1,000 per month. So that's everybody you see here earning $1,000 per month. That will give you 1,364 IBOs. There's no limit to how big that can grow. In a perfect scenario, it's 682 per team. Now, using the same team builder income formula in reverse, let's just assume instead of 682, we only have 600 IBOs on each side, buying 2 GSH or 1 energy per month. That will equal $60,000 of volume. That's the volume of products sold on each team. Multiply that by 10%, which is your team builder income formula, and you get $6,000 per month. So you only signed up 4 people, but we helped 4 get 4, get 4, get 4. Everybody's only buying 2 bottles of GSH or 1 box of energy, and yet it's generating you $6,000 per month. That's the power of network marketing. Now, for all those IBOs who reach the rank of area team builder or above, you receive what's called the generation matching check income. That formula goes like this. It multiplies their team builder income by 7% for you. So an example, everybody's earning $1,000, right? So $1,000 of team builder income. That means you've got 1,000 times 7% is $70. So let's just say 200 of all those IBOs are doing this. You're making $14,000 a month because 200 times 70 is $14,000. That's how powerful this 7% is. This is the generation matching check income formula. What that means is when you have these people who are earning a team builder income, every time they earn a check, you get 7% of whatever they earned. So 1,000, they don't have to stop there. It could be 3,000, 4,000, 10,000, whatever it is, doesn't matter. Whatever it is, you're going to earn 7%, and that's every week. So this is a very, very powerful part of the income stream. That's why we make it say it's part of the legacy, because it takes time to build people into the area team builder rank or above. So a question is, can you see yourself sponsoring at least 4 builders, however long that may take, with the help of your sponsor and upline leaders? Of course, we want to say yes. And I'm just going to go back and check all these off. And again, you can stop this video, you can rewind it, go back over it, listen to it again, watch this again until you understand it. It is very simple, but if you've never seen it before, it can sound complicated. So when you complete the 444 legacy plan, you will have earned $40,000 or more in rank advancement income, We haven't even talked about rank advancement. That's another part of the income stream. And you realize there's no guarantees for this level of income, but it's all doable. This is just numbers. And as I say, the math always works. It takes time to get the people to do the work. So now that you have a solid understanding of the position you chose, whether that's affiliate, team builder, or legacy, and how it can create the income you want, are you ready to make a serious plan to get that scenario accomplished? And of course, I'm going to say yes. So that brings us to module 2. Now we know how we're going to earn the money. Now we have to make the plan to get those IBOs into our business. So first of all, I want you to fill out what's called an IBO evaluation. Again, all these forms are in the folder marked new IBOs that you obviously have been in because you have this outline in front of you. So this is the IBO self-evaluation form. Now, the reason we go through this is so that you and your sponsor and your upline leaders are all on the same page with the same expectations that you have. This is just to help you discover who you are, what you think you're capable of, so that you can make some accurate plans on how quickly you think you can grow and what you need to do. And maybe some areas of your life you need to work on. And of course, your upline sponsors and leaders will help you with that. So let's take a look at this. On a scale of 1 to 5, 1 meaning absolutely false and 5 meaning 100% true, each one of these questions, you simply want to write in, what is it? Is it a 5 or 4? So here, again, it's writable, so maybe you put in a 3. On the next one, you may put in a 5. It's just totally up to you because this is about you, not anybody else. There is no right or wrong. And after you rate yourself on each item, go back and concentrate on your strength as well as the areas in which you may need improvement. So you'll go through each one of these, and there's obviously categories: energy and focus, control, rate yourself. 90-day breakthrough self-evaluation is what this is all about. So these are all things you want to go through. Things about your family, scoring your evaluation. All of this is very self-explanatory. Tells you what it means when you have different scores. And here you want to write down your strengths. What are the things that you have developed in your life? And again, this is all writable, so you can type these in here. And then write down the skills you would like to acquire to become a top earner in Provizion. Maybe it's being able to be a great presenter, or someone who follows through and takes care of the people in their organization, whatever it might be. Then pick one that you would like to begin focusing on starting right now, and write 3 specific actions you can take toward that and when you're going to do it. Again, this is to be very practical so that you can start working on these and your upline can help you with them. All right, so take the time, go through that, shut this video off, and then come back to it when you're ready. Okay, welcome back. Let's keep going with our outline into the rest of module 2. So yes, we filled that out. Now we're going to go through the micro business plan. So the micro business plan, let me pull that up for you. In the micro business plan, it starts out with a letter from George Renninger, who is the president of the company, and myself. He and I have been doing business together for almost 30 years. And we did this letter up about 25 years ago in another network marketing company we were with. It was very, very successful. So this entire micro business plan is something that we have proven before, and we're proving it again with Provizion. Then we're going to look at the founding IBOs, one of which is myself. Next is Reverend Darlene McGregor Grindley. She's been in ministry for 30 years plus, and she's also been a highly successful network marketer in 5 different companies on a global scale. You really need to read this bio of hers. Next is Anna Peters Spence. She has over 35 years experience in the health and wellness sector. She's been extremely successful in network marketing, generating teams over 300,000 consistently, monthly volume of sales. Very, very brilliant woman. She lives in Australia. We're just so proud to have her a part of what we're doing here with Provizion. Okay, let's look at getting started. At Provizion Global, our goal is helping people live better, happier, healthier lives, of course. One of the things we do is we take people through a specific set of plans, and that's what we call our iPro model. First, someone is invited to look at a presentation. They see that presentation. Once they say yes, they go through registration. You've done all these things, and then they go into orientation, which is what you're doing now. Now, we're going to talk about how to make your story, how to make your list, and then go on from there. Okay, so let's look at those. So first is your story. We want you to give a brief summary of who you are and your business experience, your name, your city. Fill this out. This is a brief summary of who you are and your business experiences. This will be a short story that you can tell every time in the exact same way because you've written it out and you've practiced it. You should be able to give this in 15 minutes or in about a minute. Depends on how much time you have with the person you're talking to, but you want to become very comfortable with telling your story. So here's just a little bit about you. Then number two is, how did you come to Provizion Global? I was introduced to Provizion Global by a friend or whatever it was. I took their product. I experienced this. I sampled and sold others' product and they experienced this and this. And if you don't have these yet, it's okay. Add them as you do. What's the deepest reason why? This is your dream that we talked about. What is the dream that you had, which makes my target rank, which of course we'll look at those. Then you'll talk about how much time do you want to invest each week? What's the income level you want to make, the rank level you want to reach, and when you want to do these things. This is all just something very simple. There's no right or wrong here. These are your decisions. We've already talked about much of this before. Now we're going to talk about who are your sponsor, your team leaders. These are all to be given to you by your sponsor. So you know who to call, how to get a hold of them. If you can't get a hold of one, you can get a hold of the other, and the other until you get your questions answered or get the help you need. Okay, the next step is your invitation. This comes from your list. There's several different ways you get this. Now remember, we're going to talk about how to use your list in a moment, but what you want to write down first is the people who know you, like you, trust you the most. And these are going to be family and friends, business associates, maybe it's coaches, maybe you're part of a church or a religious organization, something where you have strong relationships with people, and you're going to write their names down here. What's the motivation of these people? Is it for helping others? Is it for health reasons, or is it for money? You'll put those down here under motivation. Name, email, phone number, so you just fill this out. And you want to put down as many people as you can. Or in fact, we're going to talk about your Hot 100 list in just a moment, which will be made up of everyone we're talking about here. Your target market, these are people groups that you have experience with, influence with, they're based on your past or your current life. Maybe teachers, personal trainers, people like that, hobbies that you've had with people. Maybe you did martial arts with someone. Again, you're going to put down their motivation, their name, email, phone number. Next is strategic partners. Now, these are people that you need to help you, but may not necessarily be people who are going to build a business. Internet experts, financial advisors, restaurant owners, if you're going to do meetings in their restaurant. These are the people that you want to make sure you have on your list because you're going to need people besides just yourself to build your business. You want to add to your list everyone you can think of. Take your phone out and go through your phone and put down as many people as you can on this list. Just fill it out with their name. What are their motivations that you can remember? These are people that you know. These are people that you can call and they'll know who you are. And again, we've got a very specific way of calling them and why you are calling them. Okay, so you make this list out, and then we're going to talk about the invitation. How do you use your telephone? Communication is the key to success in any industry. You're going to ask your team leader to let you listen in while they call their prospects and they call their Hot 100 list. Get them on the call with you to answer questions. Your team leader should be the one answering your prospects' questions and giving the presentations, not you. You invite your prospects to the Wake Up with Provizion call every Monday through Friday. You invite prospects to a Zoom presentation put on by team leaders. Ask them if you can send them to your website to check out the videos. And we're going to give you some scripts. There's some scripts here that you can go through, but we're going to give you some more specific scripts on how to talk to people. Now, when we're talking about prospects here, we are talking about your Hot 100 list. This is a group of people that you're asking to help you find prospects for your business. These are not the people that you're necessarily prospecting to be in your business. We'll talk about that in a moment. But here's some of the things. These are just ways you can, people that you're looking for. We're also going to talk about people who have specific profiles. That's what some of these are. Are they a self-starter? We're looking for people who are well-connected, who love to help other people. Again, this is just a list of the type of people that you're looking for that you're going to ask other people to help you find. Here's activities that you go through. How many invitations are you making? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, etc. How many presentations are they going through? How many people are you registering? Or this is how you track yourself. This is for you. How many meetings you're going to? Are you going to the conventions or the fly-ins, as we call them, which you'll hear about those later on. So again, scheduling a presentation. It can be a virtual meeting online. It can be face-to-face. It can be a small group meeting. It can be an area meeting. It can be a corporate meeting. We're going to talk a great deal about this as we go on, but right now, the main thing is learning how to get people to a presentation, how to make those invitations. To do that, you've got to have the right list. To do that, you've got to make your Hot 100 list so that they can help you find those prospects you want to bring in to your business. Now, at another time with your sponsor, you should go through everything about how to earn money. But again, we've already gone over the simplest plan, and you've already decided which one you want, how much you want to make. So these are just to help you understand the 9 different ways that you can earn income with Provizion Global. Again, you want to go over those with the person who sponsored you. And there's also videos that explain this as well. So that is the micro business plan. As far as orientation goes, that's what we're going through now. And we want to make sure that you go through all these checklists, all 3 of them, and you take everyone that you bring into Provizion through these same checklists. But this micro business plan is something that you want to study. The main part of it is your story and your list. Okay, so take some time, do that right now, shut the video off, and then come back when you're done. Glad to have you back. You've read the micro business plan. You've read the letter. You've also gone through the bios of the founding IBOs. You've received your upline leaders' names and contact information. You've been introduced to your upline. You've written the initial start of your story so you can share it with other people. And you have made your Hot 100 list. Now, let's talk about that. These are not people that you are trying to recruit. These are people you are asking for help. Your Hot 100 list is people who know you, like you, trust you, and you trust them. You will not be calling them to sign up, but to get them to help you find people to share your new business with. Now, there is a 7-step script. It's not pushy, it's not salesy at all. It's just asking questions that will help your Hot 100 list help you find more prospects. We'll do that in another session. It is very, very successful. You're going to go through that training after we've finished the orientation walkthrough checklist. And when you go through that, you should get an average of 3 referrals from each of your Hot 100 list. That's the average. And that'll give you about 300 warm leads. Of those 300, you should see about 30% join, or about 100 customers, okay, or IBOs. And then you're well on your way to building whatever level you wanted to build to, whatever income that might be. So when calling those prospects, and when we say prospects, these are the people that you have gotten the names from the people helping you find them. So there's the Hot 100 list. They're helping you find your prospects. Your goal is to set an appointment. You're not sharing the presentation with them right then. You're setting up an appointment to share a presentation with them, and that's all. You're going to use the IBO customer profiles to help your Hot 100 know who fits those profiles. They know people who will fit the profiles. Let's take a look at those profiles right now. Here they are. Say you want to build big, right? You're a legacy builder. Well, these are the kinds of people you're looking for. Maybe there were diamond rank network marketers. And here's the different ways we look at this profile. Who are the prospects? What's their character? What's a problem they may be facing that Provizion can help solve? And what's their desired income? You're always looking for people who are high integrity character, they care about people, and their why is bigger than money, right? That's really important. There are a lot of people who are greedy. We're not looking for them. There are a lot of people who are egomaniacs and they just want to build something and then they go on to the next thing. We're not looking for them. We're looking for people who want to stay with you long term. So these are the kinds of profiles you are sharing with your Hot 100 list so they can have an idea in their mind of who you're looking for. And then that will spark their thinking. So we have 3 different levels here: high earners, then regular business people. This could even include stay-at-home moms. Okay, these again are just to spark your thinking, and you can decide which ones you want to talk to your Hot 100 about. And then here's just people you just want customers. Here's a list for just customers. And then, of course, you can add to these lists all that you want. So you're using these profiles to help your Hot 100 list give you ideas for contacting people they know who fit these profiles. Okay, so you want to make sure you study through those before we start calling any of your Hot 100 list. And you're going to use your phone to create your Hot 100 list. Your sponsor and your upline leaders will help you with those calls to your Hot 100 list and to your prospects that they give you. And you can download and practice the Hot 100 scripts with your upline leaders. In fact, I suggest that you do that. Okay, so now let's check this. You've set the goal for your dream, and you're going to get there by building this business. You know the income you need, and now you're going to set the goals to make it happen. So your income goal, again, is X. That requires X number of IBOs buying 2 GSH or 1 energy a month. Say I need 100 IBOs on each team, and I want to do that in the next, say, 6 months. Now let's take a look how to use that information to create what you need. So we want to know how many IBOs per month need to come into your team between now and your target date. Very simple. Let's say you need 100 IBOs and to reach your target. You want to reach that within 3 months. To do that, you divide 3 months into 100. 3 into 100, how many is that? That's 30. That means you're going to have to bring in 30 IBOs per month coming into your teams between now and your target date, right? And is that doable? And only you will know. But say you needed 500 here, and you're going to do that in 3 months. Well, what's that? Okay, so you divide 3 into 5, that's 1, into 20, that's 6, into 20, that's 6, right? Now you're going to need 166. Okay, that's not doable. The reason we do this little calculation is so that you can be real about how much you can do in how fast a time. Remember, you've got to find 4, help them find 4, etc. So let's look at realistic numbers. So say you need 100. What's a realistic time frame? How many do you think you can bring in each month to reach that 100? Right? And that's where you want to set your target date. So let's look at 6 months. You're looking at about 16. That looks more doable, right? In 6 months, 16, because that's you getting 4, and then your 4 each getting 4. Now you're at 20 in 6 months. Now, here's a way you can look at that. This is if everybody is taking 2 months, 60 days to get their 4 people. So in your first 2 months, you get your 4 new IBOs. That's a total of 4 IBOs, 2 on each side. That's what this means. In the second 2 months, your 4 get their 4. They get the green. So now you're in your second 4 months. You've only gotten your 4, but you're helping your 4 get their 4. You're 4 months in. You're on your second level, which is the green. Now there's 16 new IBOs in that 60 days, but a total of 20 because 16 plus 4 equals 20. and you have 10 on each side. If you do 2 more months, right, now you've got all the purple have come in because the green sponsored the purple. So now you're down 3 levels. You have 64 IBOs on that level for a total of 84 because 64 and 20 is 84. So you're only 10 months in. This next group of yellow, that's your 5th level. There's 1,024 for a total of 1,364 or 682 on each side. That's what we looked at when we were looking at the legacy. Remember, 682, 682. This is how fast it can go. And because nobody's doing anything except signing up for committed people. So the question is, can you sponsor your 4 builders in 60 days, which would be by whatever that 60-day date is? And if everyone sponsors their 4 in their first 2 months, you can complete your 5 levels in 10 months, according to this chart. That's a perfect world. It may happen, it may not. It will depend on how hard people work and the people you bring in. But this is doable. So what are we saying here? We're saying by this time, in 10 months, remember when we were looking at legacy? A legacy builder could earn about 40,000 in rank advancements plus $6,000 per month. And there's other bonuses as well. Even if it takes everyone a little bit longer to get their 4 builders, are you committed to continue to work? Well, of course, you and your upline will be working on this together. So your chosen global business builder position is what? Affiliate or team builder or legacy. Your dream is whatever that dream is. Your income goal to reach your dream is. Your target date to reach your goal income is. The product volume needed to reach that income, which is how many people buying how much. The number of IBOs needed to create that volume. Remember, that's how many IBOs are buying 1 box of energy or 2 bottles of GSH. You know what that is. And now you have this all in front of you. You know exactly what needs to happen. You've made your business plan. You're learning how to get your Hot 100 to give you referrals. You're using things like the power line and online sales pages, social media, all these different ways to let people know that you have a new business. And there's no guesswork here. It's just working the plan. That's why we do this checklist. So now you have checked off all of these by the time we get here. And this may take you, like we said, a day or so. That's okay. You just keep doing the work, coming back, backing up the video, watch it again, whatever you need to do. This is your business. We want to make sure that you are totally solid understanding of how to do it. But this is the big part. Once you've got this, it's just going out and talking to people, but not cold calls. We're going to teach you how to do it so that everybody you talk to is a warm call. We want you to pick the top 10 people from your Hot 100 list to call first. That's something you can do with your sponsor. But before you start calling anyone, you need to complete the resources checklist, which we'll look at in the next video.